Hey there, we're Nigel and Sue. When the global pandemic put a halt to our overseas travel plans, we bought this 4x4 Sprinter van and converted it into our tiny home on wheels. Since the beginning of 2021, we've been travelling Australia and these are our adventures. Subscribe to our channel for more as we get outside into nature, hiking, mountain biking and kite surfing, getting off the beaten track and enjoying all this amazing country has to offer. Good morning! So we have traded the van for a hire car. We actually haven't traded it, of course, but this is where we've been staying at the Mantra in the Esplanade in Darwin, right across the road from the water. And today we're going with this little car. We're going on an adventure today to Litchfield National Park. We're going to do some hikes, check out some waterholes and some waterfalls. We have driven about 1.5 hours into Litchfield National Park. We're at Wangi, I don't know how you say it, Falls, Wangi Falls. And before we go for a swim, we're going to go and do a big walk, which is going to take us up around the top of the falls and back down to the pool. So the first part of this walk is on this constructed boardwalk, and we can see the falls up there. The sun's not in a great spot, so hopefully it will move over a bit more and we'll be able to have a much better view of the waterfall when we come back around. It's kind of a bit rainforesty. Check out these views. So behind me is the top of the ridge there. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see over that side as well from this trail. Nigel's gone on ahead because I know he's really keen to get in that water. I'm going to continue on too. So we're walking along this boardwalk / bridge here, and just down below is the little river, and I'm pretty sure that's where the waterfall comes out. We have to stay on the path here because this is an area of cultural significance for the Indigenous people. Well, I just saw Nigel, he's just down there. So the trail has certainly changed somewhat. Now it's quite rough as we head back down. And through the trees now I can see the pool, so must be getting really close. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to get in that water. So Nigel is all the way over at the other side of the pool. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of fish in here. Can you see those fish? I feel like I need a noodle. We've just come out of the water, we've had an amazing swim, and we're absolutely cursing ourselves that we forgot to bring the GoPro because we could have taken it across. There's a little plunge pool over on the other side. So we basically swam from here over to that little waterfall where the plunge pool was, and then we swam over and went underneath the big waterfall there.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, that little rock pool was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, neat.
We've driven on a little bit further and now we're going to look at Tolma Falls. What I love around here is like just all the rocks are all piled up. Really interesting landscape. So we decided after all to do this creek loop, which is pretty crazy, especially in thongs and without water.
Yeah, the Queensland footwear.
Yeah. It's super hot out here today. 35 degrees. We actually thought that Tolma Falls was the most beautiful waterfall that we saw. We couldn't go down to it because it is a colony of a rare species of bat, so it's protected. Next stop is Florence Falls. We're really hot, we're not going to walk anymore, we just want to go and have a swim right now. It's about 37 degrees today, so it's pretty crazy hot. So we're at Florence Falls now. This is the lookout overlooking the falls, and we're going to go down there and have a swim shortly. And I'd also just like to say that we are the only people without a pool noodle. So crowds like this, it's not really something we're used to in Australia. We're going to find our way somewhere to park our stuff and where to get into the pool. So Nigel's over there, hanging onto the rock. I wonder if he's thinking about doing a cliff dive today. So one guy just went, we've missed it getting it on film. Back up at the top. Looks like the other guy is seriously thinking about it. This is nuts. How high is that? Like 60 feet? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, you big Jesse. You go. You go.
We're now at the last rock pool that we're visiting for the day, and it's called the Bewley Rock Pool. And this is like a series of cascades and pools. Okay, well I've got to be honest, it's very crowded here and I'm not loving it. So we'd heard that this one was really good. Now it may just be because it's a Sunday, maybe because it's the school holidays, or a combination of both. But either way, this Bewley Rock Pool is very crowded today. So we're going to go back down to the bottom and check that bit out again, but yeah, I'm not that fussed to be honest. We did end up finding a couple of good pools here. Nigel's having a lot of fun jumping into them. I had a lot of fun just sitting in there cooling down. Feeling like I'm very sunburned. Am I really sunburned? Anyway, he wants to have one last jump. This is, I think, our last stop in Litchfield National Park. We've seen the waterfalls, we've seen the rock pools, and now we are going to look at some giant termite mounds. Now we saw some of these in the Nigel Plain. You can go up there and have a look at our Cape York video. I actually think this one is a lot bigger. Let's go look.
Pretty crazy to build a deck around it.
That might be the tallest one, but it's kind of a bit, I don't know, I don't like the thing around it. but there's one up here that doesn't have one of them, so we're going to go check that one out. Now, even though these are called the cathedral termite mounds, we don't think they're like the cathedral ones that we saw up in Cape York. They're a lot more majestical looking. These are quite bulbous. There's one thing that's not great about the outback, and that's the flies. So Nigel has relented and put on his fly thing so I can laugh at him again.
Yeah, laugh it up. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, I've had it up.
But look, these ones are different. These termite mounds. So the ones over there were called cathedral, but these are the magnetic termite mounds.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like a war memorial. Well, it's just 'cause they look like, you look over there and they look all perfectly in line. Look. See there? What are you doing?
Looking at you.
Get off me, net. Yeah, there.
Yeah. So these termite mounds are called magnetic termite mounds. Now that term is actually incorrect, but they are all pointing north.
Well, magnetic makes sense because pole opposite, south pole, north pole,
but it's
right?
got really nothing to do with magnets. It's to do with the poles, and they do that so that they avoid the hot sun.
Well, maybe that's how they'll figure it out, because the little critters, how do they know?
I don't know, because they're smart.
They're smart.
They're bloody smart enough to build these homes.
We're going to go 130, do you?
Yeah, you're going to go 130. We are on our way back to Darwin now. We've had our day out in Litchfield. It was a really awesome day. I really enjoyed it. And now we're driving very fast on the motorway, because here in the Northern Territory, speed limit is 130, not 110 like elsewhere. This morning we are saying farewell to Darwin and jumping in the Bellino and heading off down to Katherine. We'll be spending a couple of nights there before I need to fly out back to Brisbane. We're in Katherine Gorge today, and we're about to jump on one of these boats and take a trip up the gorge, where we're also going to do some canoeing. We actually got here just in time to book onto the last double canoe, which is great because that way I can make Nigel do all the paddling. We're on the boat, ready to take off. Are you excited, Nigel?
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. No, it's obviously going to be a lot to take in. Yeah.
So we're just about to head down the jetty and jump on our canoe. We're all set with our paddles. Oh, thanks, Nigel. Just got my paddle. Paddles, life jackets, ready to go. Here we are on the canoe. It's absolutely magnificent. Majestical indeed. So we've been canoeing for about 15 minutes. Obviously we've come up that way and we're going to head further up this way, but let me just show you what it looks like around here. So we're now in this cave looking out. This is just unbelievable. You can quite see to the top from the cave. How good's this, Nige?
It's not bad, is it?
We've made it to the end of the second gorge. That's it, just up there behind us. And now we have to take the canoe over the rocks here. Clearly Nigel's not waiting for me. Wait, babe, I'll come and help. And just like that, we're back in the canoes. So we're on the third gorge now. We're going to go to the end of this one and then turn around. So we're not going to go any further because the porterage over the next gap is something like 800 metres. They say allow 40 minutes. And I think that last porterage was enough for poor old Nige to do by himself.
Not good.
But clearly he's doing a great job of paddling. I think I'm doing a good job of filming.
Me, high water.
We've made it to the end of the third gorge and we've just pulled our canoe. That's our one just there. Just pulled it out, moored it, and we're going to have a little wander. We've just stopped here at this little sandy beach to have a swim. It's pretty amazing. I actually can't believe that we're swimming in Katherine Gorge. It's so cool.
This.
It's just so absolutely stunningly beautiful here. This is one of those moments when we're just so absolutely filled with gratitude. I guess one of the things that's become really obvious to us over the last couple of days is how cool living in a van really is. How many times have we said, God, I wish we had the van?
Yeah. You really appreciate it when you don't have it. Crazy.
Yeah, just from, having a refrigerator, so you come back from a hike in the heat and you can go straight to the fridge and get a cold drink, or
Get out of your wet clothes.
Yeah, getting out of wet clothes and not having to change in the doorway of we've had a little hire car, but yeah.
Being able to have an outdoor shower and rinse off and all those cool things that we customised for that very purpose, and to not have it, it makes you appreciate it when you get it back.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next time I head back to the van, up to the beautiful town of Mullaney, into the rainforest, and check out yet another waterfall. See you next time. Thanks for watching.